Good morning, ladies. How are you? I missed you last week. Rachel, congratulations on being the first winner of a Lisa Star online giveaway. I was super excited to be able to send that out to you, and I look forward to being able to do a couple more of them. So this is actually, I've already recorded my blog for the day. But when I got done recording it and I was watching it play back, I realized that that's not even where my heart is today. So this whole thing started as a way to encourage other women, and I obviously want to carry that on. It means so much to me that I get to come into your homes and your cars and your jobs, and that I get to talk to you for a couple minutes a day. I did not want it to be just about addiction. And it's not because I have something with addiction, it's because I don't want that to be what people would know me as. And oftentimes, if you speak about addiction, that's where you kind of get pigeonholed. But what I've realized is that we as a people, we as a human race, we're in crisis because we are so busy with trying to survive that we oftentimes fill these voids that come up with drugs and alcohol, or bad relationships, or eating, sleeping, whatever it is that you use as your Band-Aid. We need to figure it out and rip the Band-Aid off. We need to get to a point where we can talk open and honestly about addiction without being scared of the stigma that goes with it, without being terrified that people are going to look down on us. I had a very long road just to get to this spot to talk to you. I was completely ashamed that I had ever fallen into addiction. I lied to everyone, including myself. I was convinced that I had everything under control until the bottom of my life fell out. What I did not realize at that moment, what I got tired of hearing, was that once you reach your bottom, there's nowhere else to go. But it's the truth. Thank you, Lord, that I hit bottom. Thank you that I didn't know if I was going to make it to the next day. Thank you that every single comfort I ever had known in my life was taken away from me. And I know that wherever you're at, that sounds absolutely crazy, because when people would put their arm on my shoulder and they would say, I'm going to wait because it's going to happen, and everything happens for a reason and all in its own time. All of those things are true. We are all meant for something. We are all here for something. You are here for something. You are somebody, even if you haven't found them yet. You are someone's hopeful story. You are someone's encourager. You are someone's example. Now, if you're not a parent, it may not be your children. It may be your little sister, your little brother, your big sister. A parent, you can often be an example for a parent if you aren't a parent, or a friend. Your example, your story, your overcoming tells them that they can do it too. Because I'll tell you what, if I can do it, every single one of you, wherever you're at, can thrive. And that's what I want for each of you. I don't simply want to talk to you and encourage you into survival. Surviving's great. Listen, we've all been there. You have to survive sometimes. But life is not about clocking in at 9, clocking out at 5, running into your room or your house, closing the doors, closing the windows, and hiding from the world. Life is supposed to be more than that. And the only way to get there is to look straight in the mirror and find out what you need to let go of the rest of it. You don't need drugs or alcohol. You don't need that relationship. You don't have to eat that extra meal. Whatever you're feeling, it's begging you to thrive. It wants you to fight for yourself. I want you to fight for yourself. I had a really good friend, a little sister, and deep in her addiction. And I was not always the best example for her. And she stood up and took her life back. And she's gone for a year, and she's doing great. And we're so proud of her. And now she's somebody else's example. And if she can do it, so can your little sister, so can your little brother, so can you. We just have to figure out how to get you there. And the first step in doing that is you standing up and asking for help. So we're here. I'm here. If it's help that you want, let's get it. Don't be a statistic. You're an example. Start today. Let's be an example together. Ladies, I love each and every one of you. Gentlemen, you too, if you're watching. Can't wait to talk to you on Wednesday. I hope that you all have an amazing week. Look around for your examples. I want to know what they taught you. Bye.